Hi, are you planning to travel to the US really soon and very curious about what food items can you pack and you cannot from your home country, especially those homemade chutneys and those favorite snack items which are handmade? Before you pack all your favorite food items for your US travel, you must watch this video because there are such crucial things that you need to consider before you pack. That is US custom regulation on food items. Don't worry at all, as I have got you covered. Today's video is a one-stop guide for 10 food items that you can bring to the USA and of course things that you cannot bring to the USA in 2024 from India, or say from any other country. Let's face it, US is very strict to protect their agriculture from foreign pests and diseases. Trying to sneak in a prohibited item can cause a lot of chaos at the airport. It can also result in hefty fines and delay at the airport. So knowing what's allowed and what's not is a key to a smooth trip to the USA. Alrighty, let's go to the good stuff first. Here are 10 food items that you can pack in your bag while you are traveling to the USA. Number 1. Spices. Stock up on your most favorite Indian spices. Ensure that all the spices you are bringing into USA are all professionally sealed and labeled for further inspection. Do not bring any spice boxes which are opened. Ground spices are generally okay to bring in, but whole spices like cloves and cardamom can raise an eyebrow at the airport. Check out the USDA website before you travel. I'll put all the important links in the description box below. However, if you take my suggestion, living here for around 2 years now, you'll get all required Indian spices here. If it is not too essential, don't pack these things. Like when I moved in, I only had salt and black pepper in my bag because those were the two most essential things which I can add to, any boiled food and eat it like that. All other things like from turmeric to other spices, whole spices, ground spices, and you can't imagine what level of spices you can get in the USA. Number 2 are dried fruits and nuts. Do you crave for that, dried mango? Well, you can go for it. You just have to make sure that if you are bringing in any dry fruits or nuts, those are commercially packed. Like it has all the information on the package and it is unopened. Like it is sealed properly commercially. And make sure you cannot bring in any fresh fruit or nut which is in their shell to the USA. That can attract insects, and that is why they will restrict you with these kind of fresh fruits or nut at the airport. Number 3 are canned and packaged food. Canned vegetables, pickles or jam are well accepted in the USA. You can pack your favorite pickle in your check-in luggage, but make sure that these are commercially made, they have commercial level on them and are unopened. Number 4 are commercially packed meat and seafood items. Now I think traveling to any international destination, you should not bring all these things at all which is non-veg, but in case you really want to bring them like meat and seafood, you must find commercially labeled and packed items, and you have to ensure that these are in dried forms. You cannot bring fresh seafood or fresh meat into the USA especially. So things you have to be aware of: fresh meat and seafood is not allowed. Even if it's frozen, it's not allowed, and even it is homemade, it is not allowed in the USA. Now comes to our absolute favorite, which is number 5, tea and coffee. You are most welcome to pack your favorite filter coffee or your chai. Both tea leaves and roasted coffee beans are allowed. Next is hard and soft cheese. We all crave for paneer, especially we Indians and vegetarians. We love paneer, and sometimes we can just eat it like a snack when we don't have something handy. So if you are thinking in this way that I will go to the US, whether I will be able to buy something to eat or not, I can snack on my paneer. If that is so, you are most welcome. Just ensure that your Amul paneer is well packed and labeled and it's not opened, and it is in a semi-solid or a solid form. Any liquid form of cheese or liquidy form of cheese will not be allowed. And also ensure that the cheese doesn't have any contents of meat product. Next is honey. You will get a lot of honey brands in the USA, and especially there are homegrown bee farms in the USA. In every corner you will find at least one house that sells honey. but still, if you want to bring in honey from India along with yourself to the USA, you are most welcome. Just make sure that it is commercially processed and packed. Now the eighth thing is what we most like to pack are baked goods like biscuits, cookies and rusk. You are most welcome to pack all these things when they are commercially made and commercially packed and sealed. But make sure that these does not contain any type of fresh fruit, vegetables or dairy product in it, unless it's self-stable cheese. Next item are for those sweet lovers, which is chocolate and candies. You can of course pack a lot of candies and chocolates in your bag. Just make sure that they are commercially made and labeled. And the final and the 10th item are snack mixes. You know, those like bhujia and those snack mixes like all-in-one Haldiram bhujia and all those stuff. We just love it and can't live without it. However, you'll get a lot of those variety in the USA. Still, if you want to bring in 1 or 2 pouches of that, you are most welcome when it is made commercially and are sealed and packed properly. You have to ensure that these products are completely dry and does not have any restricted or prohibited ingredient in this. Now let's talk about the 10 food items that you cannot bring to the USA. These are few delicious finds that you have to leave behind before you move to the USA. By the way, if you have reached to this point of this video and you find value in this, then definitely subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. It helps me to grow on YouTube. The first thing that you cannot bring to the USA are fresh fruits and vegetables. Those juicy mangoes and those fresh vegetables that you get from the farm in India cannot be brought to the USA. That can contain pests, and as I told you before, the border security forces are very strict about pest control inside USA, so you cannot bring any fresh fruits or vegetable. If you get some at the flight and you want to carry it in your bag, you can't do that. If you have something fresh fruits and vegetables even in the flight, make sure to eat it in the flight or just dump it when you are off the flight. Next is dried fruits with pits. Pits means the seeds inside those dried foods. For example, dates and apricots. These has pits inside, and if it is consisting of the pits inside these dried foods, it won't be allowed because that can also attract insects. But if you have pitted dates, I think it will be okay to carry. Next are those awesome homemade food items. Unfortunately, you cannot bring in any homemade food item, be it chutney or any kind of jam or achar or any homemade roti paratha or any sabzi, vegetable, whatever it is. You cannot bring in any homemade food into USA. And those dairy and meat products are a big no-no. Fourth item are egg and egg products. You cannot bring in any kind of egg or egg related products to the USA. So in anything which you are packing, any snack or something, you just have to ensure that it doesn't have any egg content. Fresh, dried or cooked egg, everything is a big no-no in the USA. Now meat and poultry products. It's a big no-no, not only for USA, wherever you are going. Do not pack any item which contains meat or poultry products. Specifically, unknowingly we pack these items, such as when I was coming here, I was about to pack noodles like Maggi, what we get over there, or top ramen. Comes in flavors, right? Like chicken flavors and all. So you have to ensure that you are not packing those chicken flavored Maggies or chicken flavored soup, because that will be restricted and you have to throw it away or you may be imposed fine for that. So make sure that whatever you are packing, like Maggi, it should be like veggie Maggi, or if you are packing soup, nor soup pouches, that should be also like tomato soup or some other sort of things, but not anything related to meat or poultry. Coming to the sixth food item, which is milk or milk products. Soft cheese, fresh milk and yogurt are not allowed to bring into the USA because that can attract potential diseases. The seventh is plant and plant product. Be it a plant, a sapling or any seed, you cannot bring in these things as it can harbor pests. This can lead to a big problem at the airport as these are strictly prohibited items. The eighth and the last thing is loose tea leaves or unroasted coffee beans. While processed tea leaves and coffee are allowed, but loose tea leaves and unroasted coffee beans are not allowed at all, and these might be inspected further. I would suggest whenever you are packing, make sure that you go through this list and make a checklist list of things you are packing. Also, having a checklist along with yourself of the things you have in your suitcase makes it very easy and convenient when, if you are called at the airport and your bag is opened, you know whatever you have in your bag, and you can check your list and confirm with them that these are the things I have put in my bag, and something they want to take out and throw, they can do that very easily. So that was all from my end. If you have any related question, you can ask me in the comment section, and even if you have some good comments about me, let me know in the comments below. I will see you in my next. Till then, take care and bye bye.